Hey everyone, I'm the Rev, and I haven't touched Assetto Corsa Evo for months. This week it was updated to 0.3.3, and I thought it was time to jump in. Now I know that you could try this update via a beta branch, however I don't agree with beta branches of early access titles, so I was never going to join that. However, once the public release came about, I was ready to jump back in. So in this video I'm going to concentrate on the handling, mainly the handling, as that's where I'd heard lots of criticism of AC Evo. So what was the handling like? Was it bad? Was it good? Was there good enough feedback? Well, I'm going to take 3 cars onto the track to try and find out. Which 3 cars did I choose? Well, that's the point of the video, so let's jump in. Well, we'll start in the BMW GT3 around Imola, and after only a couple of laps, I have to say, I like it. I'll start at the beginning. So graphically, it still looks fantastic. Here maxed out 4K, 100 frames a second. Yeah, we're on a very beefy computer. But I just think it really does look the part. I love the lighting. I think the lighting's fantastic. The car model looks great, nice and solid. The track as well, that looks fantastic. I think the trees are really well done. And this cockpit looks fantastic as well. All the materials are really well done. It's just a beautiful game. Really beautiful game. Sound-wise, now I'm a BMW owner, but I've never been a big massive fan of the GT3 BMW's engine. And it's no different here. I don't think it sounds particularly good. I think it sounds realistic, as in from the onboards I've seen and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say it's a particularly good engine sound. However, I'd say that Assetto Corsa Evo here is doing it justice. I.e., it's not particularly nice. Ooh, loads of feeling over the curbs. But the most important thing, obviously, is going to be the handling. And after just a couple of laps, I think people are being harsh on it, if I'm honest. I mean, so far, I've really enjoyed it. I watched Jimmy Broadbent's video where he said that there was like, he couldn't feel much from the front end, and I sort of get where he's coming from on that, to be honest. I'd say the front end feel is where the game's lacking. However, it's not lacking too much. It's definitely there. You do have a feel for what the front end's doing. Oh, but it's just a little bit vague. On the power, it feels brilliant, and the transition from the curb, from the smooth part of the curb onto the sawtooth, I think that's absolutely superb. Oh, I lost it nearly, very nearly. But again, information coming through meant I could just snap that opposite lock on then and just grab that. I mean, she seems a little bit squirrely on the rear. I don't know if a GT3 BMW is that squirrely on the rear. Obviously, I'm just going off what I see on the TV, what other people have said. Never driven a GT3 BMW in my life. You never know, maybe one day, but it's unlikely. But feel-wise, it feels really good. Oh, way too much there. Way too much curb. I mean, you can feel the tyres have come up to temperature, and as they have done, they've got a bit more grip, a bit more bite. But if there's one thing it's doing really well, it's the shift of weight. I really feel as though there's loads of feel for where the weight in the car's going, where it shifts onto the suspension. Shifting from left to right, from corner to corner. I think it's doing that really well. So I'll try and do a tidy-ish lap, and I'll try and tell you what I feel whilst I do a tidy lap. But so far, really enjoying it. I think it's really good. With loads and loads of promise. Just be gentle on the throttle, the back will squirm. See there, you could, on other titles, you can just feel the front load up a little bit better. Feels awesome on the curb though. Oh, just lost the rear again, so that was supposed to be my tidy lap. But as you can see, pushing in, it just snapped on me. Feel the rears hook up really well there though. Feel them bite into the track. Feel it go slightly light over the crest. Just need a bit more feeling there for the front end. A bit more information there as to what the front end was doing. And I think you'd be onto a winner. Oh, that's nice. That's nice there though, through Acqua Minerale. So we're running out of fuel now, boys. Will we have enough fuel to just do one more lap, just so that we can not mess up Villeneuve? I think it's Villeneuve anyway. Down the hill. Feel all the weight shift onto the front of the car. On the brakes. Does feel really nice that. I love the overrun sound effects though, to be fair. Might not like the engine note, but I love the overrun on the exhaust. Come on, let's try and pump in just one more. We've got enough fuel. It is a stunning looking cycle though, really is. Bit more control there into the first one. That's better. Sun coming through the trees. Looking the part. All the curve on the exit. And this is where we keep messing it up. That's better. Oh, just roll off the brakes. There's not quite as much feeling on the brakes as I say like Le Mans Ultimate. But it still feels alright. Still feels alright. See there, just like to know a little bit more what the front end's doing. You can hear the slide, but you can't feel it. Careful on the throttle. Better though, better. Try and get this done nice. Oh, just snapped a little bit there on the way in on the downshift. But overall, really, really good. There's definitely some really good promise here. I'd certainly be happy trying this on other tracks. Oh, we came out of there nice. It shoots up really well. And we're going to do the fastest lap we've done. Should be a 44, should it? Or tell a lie. Come on, over the line. 43, nearly in the 42s. Overall, really impressive. Can't see the complaints there, I'm going to be honest. Let's try something else. So now we're going for a very different beast. The F2004 Formula 1 Ferrari. Listen to her sing. Absolutely magnificent engine note on this car. Sounds stunning on board. Sounds awesome off board. But there's just something missing from the force feedback. Now, it's kind of like, you know, on your mobile phone where you go through like a bad area and you get a black spot. You don't really get a signal. Whoa. It's sort of like that. But with the force feedback. There's plenty of force feedback, plenty of detail. And then all of a sudden, there's none. And this is definitely a car where you're not getting enough information from the front end. But not all the time. So there, felt really good. Feels a little bit wishy-washy there, bit vague. Good on the curb. Good on the power. And then you've really felt it load up. Got away with that one. You really feel it load up there. It's just like through some of the faster corners, like this now, it's dead. Absolutely dead. It's like it's missing all the downforce. Just do one more lap. Through the low speed, it doesn't feel too bad. And you've always got to feel for what the rear of the car's doing. Just not really for the front. A little bit late on the brakes. But the feeling's definitely most pronounced through Eau Rouge. There's loads of noise as though loads of stuff's happening. Oof. But there's just no feel. It feels really dead as you go through Eau Rouge. And that can't be right. Through Lacombe. Again, a little bit dead at the top. Oh, we're running it way too hot there. But there's definitely a feel for the rear when the rear snaps on you. It's just there should be more feeling on the front, especially in high downforce situations like that. I mean, it doesn't feel terrible. It just doesn't feel as detailed as the BMW. Go on. That's better. I mean, it's not bad. You can still see on my face. It's not bad at all. There's so much potential. But it's just not where it should be right now. But obviously, we're early access, so there's still loads of time. Personally, I think so far, this is a really decent little update. So the last one we're going to try, last but not least, is the Porsche Cayman GT4 round Brands Hatch. Now, having already done a couple of laps, I can tell you that I think this one feels pretty sweet too. Especially on the brake pedal. When you feel the weight all transfer to the front. You can just feel the lock-up. Little tiny micro lock-ups on the ABS. Oh yeah, that feels really nice. Not a massive fan of the engine notes. Granted, never driven a Porsche Cayman. We're going to say this sounds a little bit weak. Car model's good, fantastic, cockpit's brilliant. Oh, but the suspension feel. Oh, even though I've run a touch wide, really good. Oh, a little snap from the rear there, but you can catch that. That actually feels really, really good. I think the suspension feel there and the feel for the tyres, that's extremely, extremely promising. Let's go for one more lap. But overall, for the 3 cars that I've driven, I don't know if the negative talk around the handling is justified, to be honest. Granted, the Ferrari was certainly missing a bit. Boy. Well, I think other than the Ferrari, this GT4... Oh, a bit too deep. This GT4 and the GT3 BMW, I'd say they feel pretty good. This certainly has a cracking feel for weight distribution. And the weight shifting on the suspension and like compressing the tyres somewhat. Absolutely brilliant little bit of force feedback for this one. Really like this. I'd say this one's the pick of the bunch. Don't get me wrong, AC Evo's got a long, long way to go. A long way to go. And I think it was just shown that little bit too early. But from what I've seen of this version, this is extremely promising. Love that little micro snap there from the rear and being able to feel it go and catch it. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. So I'd certainly say after driving this version, I'm optimistic for the future. And I've not even tried the multiplayer and things like that. This was literally just to try and see where the handling was up to, because as I say, most people that I'd spoken to and what I'd read had been complaining about the force feedback, the tyre model. Oh, but I think that's really impressive, to be honest with you. This car's actually got a really good feel on the brake pedal. So, like, between this and the BMW, that's a couple of really good cars. And like I say, the Ferrari is like, what, 80% there? It just needs more a feeling of downforce when you're going into like high speed stuff. Would I recommend and say go out and buy Ace Evo as it is now? No, definitely not. There's no way I could recommend it in its current state. Oh, eager on the throttle. But I think it's going to get there. So the only reason that I'd recommend it now is because obviously it's cheaper now than it will be when it's version 1. But that's really nice. I do like that a lot. So that's my little look at the new version of Ace Evo. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I've been the Reverend. Thank you very much for watching.